Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series reviews I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. A little bit of a celebration in this particular instance. It did all right for myself today, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And that is, essentially the case today. I went over there, got out of work maybe about 20 minutes ago. And, did all right at work. It was an okay day. It wasn't one thing too much one way or the other. But, I found out that I got suggestion of the month for an idea that I had. So they're like, all right, okay, suggestion of the month comes with a little bonus check. Nothing big, but a little something. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go out, I'm going to celebrate a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Not pouring champagne all over my body. Maybe if I get to 1 million subs. But I did instead go out to... Let me get the thing off the thing, because I don't want the thing on the thing. I went out to, boom, it's Dunkin. But specifically, I got one of their refresher drinks. This is their Kiwi watermelon refresher. Made with lemonade, because they offer you the opportunity of lemonade or green tea. Lemonade sounded best to me. And I've reviewed a number of Dunkin' Donuts things, plenty of their stuff over the years. I've reviewed a number of their refreshers over the years. So I actually have an entire playlist called the Dunkin' Sampler Platter Reviews. That's where all my Dunkin' stuff goes. But let's get a thing for the thing, and it looks like this. Well, let's give it a go. I'm thirsty. Ooh, I like this one. To be fair, I think I've liked all the refreshers, but definitely at different levels. I wasn't super sure how much I was going to like this one, because it's like, okay, I like kiwi, I like watermelon, but how is it going to blend, and then on top of that, you got the lemonade aspect, and really the interesting aspect of it is that it kind of doesn't blend. It kind of, you get like waves of flavor. So starting off, like I got a nice hit of kiwi, very identifiable as kiwi. I was like, oh, that's nice. It very quickly dropped off though. There was like a brief blending period, but it dropped off pretty quickly into the watermelon. And then the watermelon took over. And it was nice, kiwi's a little bit more zingy. Watermelon, they didn't, it's got a little bit of a zing to it, but it's a more mellow fruit experience. And then at the very end, you kind of got a mix of sort of the zinginess and, from the kiwi and the watermelon, but then sort of a citrus hit from the lemonade. It was actually very nice. One might even say refreshing. No, I actually like this a lot. It's interesting, though. It has kind of a dryness to it. Like on the one hand, it seems like a drink that would just be very hydrating, I guess. I don't, it doesn't seem like it would be a drink that tastes dry. But there is kind of like a little bit of a dryness to it. Yeah, that's really weird. I guess maybe that's from the lemonade, like maybe like the, like the citrus aspect of it. Maybe that's what's kind of causing it. Plus, like, some of the zinginess, a little bit of a tartness from the kiwi. Maybe that's what's causing that. That's interesting. But as a flavor, I really enjoy it. Plus, it's kind of green, and I like green. I like everything that it's doing. Like, I'm not a big tart person. I like certain things that are tart, but for me, I need there to be like a balance. I don't like tart stuff for the sake of tart stuff. Like, I'm not, that's why I've never reviewed, like, Sour Patch Kids or, Sour Worms or anything. Like, I'm not into that stuff, I don't hate it, but it's not my bag. With this, it definitely has a noticeable tartness, again, from just all the different elements sort of working together. But it also just has, like, a really nice fruity flavor. It's not super sweet, but it's definitely a sweet drink, but it doesn't taste like a soda or like candy or anything. Mostly what you're getting is a really nice fruity hit, and then a nice sort of tartness to follow that up. And it almost reaches a point, almost for me, where it's like almost abrasive, but then it dials back just before it gets to that point. And instead, it just leaves a really nice, refreshing feeling. Yeah, I think this is a really good one. They kind of switch them in and out at this point, and I just try to hit them when I can hit them. I don't really know that I have like an out-and-out favorite of the ones that I've had, but I will say that this one I do think is a really good one. And like I said, I think it works well because it's doing everything that its name says that it's going to do. It's kiwi, it's watermelon, and then, like I said, I got the lemonade aspect of it. I don't know how well it would work with green tea. Maybe I'll try a green tea one. I don't think I've ever tried one with green tea, but I do like it quite a bit. This is a good celebration drink. Good, not great. But again, it's not like they went over there and they're like, Brandon, you're the new CEO of the company. No, they're like, hey, you had a good idea. Thank you. It's like, okay. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with yes and yes. I think, again, coming into this one, I was a little bit on whether or not I was going to be fully on board. But no, I really like it. I think it's really good. I think it does a good job of being its namesake, in not only in flavor, but in refreshing aspect as well. If I had any critique, I guess it would be that some of the refreshment aspect is a little bit mitigated by, again, that somewhat dry element to the way that it drinks. And it's not like a hugely bad thing or anything like that. I mean, it might not even necessarily be a bad thing. It makes it sort of an interesting experience. It's just, again, it's not what I think of when I think of refreshing. But I do think overall it's a very nice drink. And, at the time I'm doing this, we literally just hit October. So it's maybe not the most appropriate flavored drink, fall and everything. But fuck it, man, it's a good time. And a good time is a good time whenever it's a good time. And if I'm recommending it, I'm definitely recommending this. I don't think it's going to be for everybody because, again, you got to like the flavors at play because they are definitely very evident. And, at the same time, like I said, it's got that tartness. Not everybody's going to be into that. And to be fair, maybe you could mitigate some of that tartness with the green tea aspect. I don't know. But I do think it's one of those things. I think it's one of those items where if it looks and sounds interesting to you, give it a go, because I genuinely think that you'll like it. I think there's nothing it does wrong, and everything that it's proclaiming to do, it does well. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly kiwi watermelon-tastic rest of your life, I guess. Sure, man. Kiwi watermelon. That's, yes. I'll do things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I'd like you to do. If you've ever had a refresher and you've gone over there and opted for the green tea option, let me know how you liked it. Comment below. I genuinely would really like to hear about it. Because like I said, I genuinely don't think I've ever opted in for it. I'm not against the idea. I just think lemonade sounds like it's going to work better. But I don't know. Maybe I'll go over there at some point. Maybe I'll even do like a a re-review of one of the flavors, but substituting in the green tea. But yeah, let me know if you've had any experience with it, and do you like the idea of doing a re-review, or do you think I should just let it go because, what the fuck, ever one and done? Anyway,